Hello ladies and gentlemen, Keaton here, and today I'm doing a little bit of a channel update. In fact, hopefully this goes well, because I would love to do this on a monthly basis where, I talk about the channel a bit, what you can expect in the future, all that good stuff, because to be honest, I've missed it. I've missed it quite a bit. Missed talking to you guys about things happening, things that could be happening, just checking in with you guys in general is pretty much what I've missed. So anyway, yeah, it's something I'm gonna be trying. Hopefully we'll be doing it on a monthly basis. So, for this trial run, so to speak, I think I'm just gonna talk a little bit about maybe the past couple of months on the channel, what you can expect in the future, and so forth, So, first off, before we go any further, I hope you guys had an amazing end to your 2015 and an even greater, more fantastic start to your 2016. It's been pretty crazy on the channel. Probably the biggest thing was Joe going hard as hell, going ham with his coverage of The Witness. I do believe he's pretty much done everything in the game. I don't know. Much like the Talos Principle, I've sort of been avoiding his videos because I want to play it on my own at some point in the future. But from what I can tell, he's got like, what, 15 parts to that series, and it's pretty thorough. The guy goes hard when when he's really into a game, and it's great to see that, he gets a lot of good reception for his videos. I think, especially considering that, I think this time around he kind of went in a different direction. I think he played through the game on his own, and then he went back and I think he tried to show you how to do the puzzles. Versus how he did it previously with the Talos Principle, where he tried to just, play the game and do the live commentary. I don't know though. I could totally be speaking out of my butt. But yeah. Other than that, I think the highlight so far of 2016 was the fact that we actually got to check out a preview build for a game, and that was actually Stories, the Path of Destinies. And that was actually really, really cool. Like, I think that's the first time a developer has ever come to us in any capacity and been like, hey man, we're working on a game. We would love for you guys to check it out for your channel. This is going to be a build that we're going to have at PAX, but we want to share it with you and, the people who watch your stuff. So hey, would you like to check it out? And obviously it was like, sure man, let's do this. And it was pretty cool. And it also helps that that's a very promising game. I'm really hoping that that game turns out to be a really great title, because I'm excited to actually play the full thing. So definitely check that out, and again, show that dev some love, because they're the first one, I think, to really get behind us in terms of like a preview capacity. So that was just cool in general. Speaking of newer games in general, hope you guys have been enjoying a lot of the first impressions of like newer titles coming out recently. I've been really pushing hard for us to be covering a lot more newer titles, a lot more newer releases coming out this year especially, and hopefully we'll be able to continue that throughout the entire year, because so far it's been pretty crazy. I think on average we've at least looked at one new title per week, so I'm honestly a little surprised, but very pleased and thankful, and I've been pretty happy that we've been able to maintain that so far. So fingers crossed that that'll be a thing that continues on throughout the entire year, because it's been great to be able to check out newer games for you guys, give you guys a nice idea or taste of cool games, maybe games you haven't seen yet, especially when there's so many indie games coming out these days. It's great to be able to share with you guys some of the games that we're anticipating or have an interest in that you might not know about. So that's been really great. It's been really great. And also, before we move on or anything, shout outs to all of y'all who checked out my Flip video for the game Flip. I phrased that weird, but yeah, apparently you guys like to see me lose my damn mind, and I appreciate it. Just want to say that much. And to wrap this all up, a couple of things that you might not have been checking out if you've been gone from the channel for a few months or something. We did start a wrestling podcast. We totally recognize that that is a niche podcast altogether, but hey, if you enjoy wrestling and you just want to hear two guys sort of just ramble on about the latest happenings, yeah, there's that. And the second thing I really wanted to spotlight was, if you've been skipping out on the multiplayer videos, first off, how dare you? But second off is that we've actually been trying much harder to start incorporating multi-perspective views in our videos. So that's when Joe and I both record our perspectives and then we all edit it into one video, so you get multiple perspectives of the same game at the same moments, and it's been pretty fantastic. A little bias here, but I will say that you should definitely check out the Sven co-op stuff, the Crystos map that we did. I had a lot of fun editing that, and yeah, highly recommend you guys check it out. But yeah, we've been doing that a lot more recently with a lot of games that could use that multi-perspective thing to our advantage. So things like 7 Days, which I'll get to in a second here. What else do we have? We did it for Half Dead, I remember. What else did we do it in? I'm trying to think off the top of my head. There's just been a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, I remember we also did it for The Ship, which was pretty fun too. So yeah, we're trying really hard to make sure that the multiplayer stuff is from multiple perspectives if we need it. We're trying our best to make things much more entertaining, and sometimes in multiplayer videos it can be a little one-sided because you're only seeing one person's perspective, but now you get to see both of ours. This is a lot more fun that way, I think. So let's shift into more recent things. 7 Days to Die, holy moly. So I'm actually recording this before Joe's actually put out the video, which features both perspectives, I'm assuming, because we did that. But yeah, so 7 Days to Die, I feel so bad for that game, dude. Every time we try to play it, we try to go in serious and things just go wrong immediately. But this week in particular, 7 Days really got the short end of the stick, because we had originally planned to cover 2 multiplayer games that are on the newer side. Unfortunately, those 2 games are broken in the multiplayer aspect, and so that pretty much ruined our entire planned schedule for the week of multiplayer games. So we decided to go to some backup stuff. Immediately as we tried to launch into a game, Steve went down for maintenance, so we had to sit there, we had to wait, we were stewing in our frustration, and then eventually we get to 7 Days to Die, and we're like, alright, we're gonna try and make the best out of a bad situation, we're gonna have fun in 7 days, we're gonna finally learn how to play the game. Immediately get destroyed by zombies. Most frustrating day of recent memory I can think of. It was just one horrible thing happening after another. So unfortunately, by the time we got to 7 Days to Die, it was a pretty big mess, and one day 7 Days and us are going to melt again, and we're going to have fun, and we're going to be able to survive, and I can't wait for that day. But anyway, let's move on. Let's try to get a little bit more positive here. So the really exciting thing that, well, at least I'm excited about, we're excited about, is the fact that we've either hit 3,000 subscribers or we're just about to hit 3,000 subscribers. And I say that because YouTube's entire back end is just broken right now. Like, the stats on everything is just messed up, I'm pretty sure, because things are just not adding up properly. Things are resetting, things are not counted properly. It's a mess. So yeah, YouTube, both on the PR like front and like the back end front, it's all messed up. Someone at YouTube, people at YouTube, all getting messed up. It's just one big mess. So we are either on the verge, have hit, or surpassed 3,000 subscribers, which is awesome. Again, I don't think it's a shot to our confidence, our egos, to say that we don't ever expect people to watch our stuff, but the fact that 3,000 people have clicked subscribe and possibly have watched more than one video on our channel, always awesome to have in the back of our heads. You know, it really keeps us going to know that so many people consider us for their content, I guess. But yeah, it's really cool to see that we are finally hitting another 1,000 milestone. Hopefully in the near future we'll be able to give back to you guys in some fashion for supporting us. I was just so humbled to know we've got at least that number going for us, and it's honestly probably thanks to those numbers that developers even give us the time of day. So shout out to you guys for always supporting us, and hopefully you guys, as always, are enjoying our content, because we do it for you, and without you guys, you know, we'd pretty much just be talking to ourselves playing video games, and it would be incredibly awkward. But nonetheless, yeah, thank you. So okay, let's talk about things that you can expect in the coming month. So I asked Joe, you know, if there's anything he's really looking forward to in the upcoming month. He doesn't really have anything to set in stone, mostly because the way, here's the thing, I don't know if it's very obvious, but the way that Joe and I approach, the way that we schedule our videos on the channel, very different. Joe really goes by his gut, what he's feeling for that day, or, you know, for that week. You know, if it's not a game that he's anticipating, like later on in that week, he'll probably just go with his gut. So unfortunately, I don't really have anything that I can say that Joe's really going to be covering on the channel, but I know he's really excited to play Deadbolt, the full release. I know he played the prototype, or like the jam version, or whatever it was back, I don't even remember how long ago, but he played whatever that was. So I'm sure he's anticipating very much the full release of that. Now, in terms of what you can expect from me on the channel, I do have a set schedule that might alter depending on new releases coming out, but I am trying to play catch up with games that came out a lot in February and somewhat before that. So I'm trying to play catch up in things that came out earlier in the year. So March will mostly be February releases mixed in with hopefully some March releases. I can tell you that one of the games coming up is super hot. Very excited to put that video out. Had a whole bunch of fun. Really great game. It's kind of spoiler, I enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video because I had a lot of fun recording it. Yeah, so Super Hot is just one of the many games that came out in February that I will be catching up with in March. And once again, hopefully we get a couple of March games I am looking forward to. Unfortunately, Necropolis got pushed back. I was really looking forward to playing that in March, but it got pushed back to the summer. Hopefully we'll be able to check that one out. No Man's Sky got announced for a release date. Enter the Gungeon has a release date. Holy moly, every single game pretty much that I look at coming up and I'm like, damn, that looks like a great game. I can't wait to play it. It's being published by Devolver. Freaking Strife got picked up by Devolver. There's another game, I can't remember the title of it, but it's like a sort of like a city kind of builder game picked up by Devolver. I'm like, wow, man, Devolver is like in my head. It's crazy. Get out my head, Devolver. But anyway, yeah, so I can guarantee you that there will be a lot more first impressions of newer games that came out in February on my end that will be happening in March, just because there are just too many games coming out in February. But anyway, yeah, obviously that and other series-based stuff. If you guys haven't been checking out Grav, highly recommend you guys check it out. I'm sort of playing teacher to Joe, so every time we record an episode now, I sort of have a guide of what I'm going to be showing and teaching Joe for that episode. It's been a very different type of video that we've been doing, where I'm sort of the master teaching the apprentice Joe, and yeah, it's been pretty fun. Holy moly. Okay, anything that I'm missing? I don't think so. Again, a lot of series stuff that we've been doing, a lot of games that we've been looking at over the past couple of months. We'll probably keep going. By the way, if you didn't see Layers of Fear, I just remembered that I got my pants scared off in Layers of Fear. I know it's not October, but hey, it's like October in, what was that, February? Yeah, so you can watch me get scared in that. Anyway, been talking long enough, going long enough, gonna wrap it up. In summary, a lot of stuff has happened, a lot of stuff is going to be happening, and there's a lot of stuff you can look forward to happening in the future. And I would love to do this on a monthly basis, just check in with you guys, just talk about channel related stuff, community related stuff, whatever. Maybe if you guys have some questions you want me to answer, maybe I'll do that. I have no idea. This is still a growing thing. I'm not even sure how the presentation for this video is going to be, what you're going to be seeing on screen right now. You could be seeing a picture of a donkey for all I know. Who knows? Hopefully not. Hopefully not. But anyway, yeah, leave your thoughts and whether or not you would like me to keep doing this on a monthly basis, because I would love to do it because I miss doing it. It will probably always only be me, because getting Joe to record just multiplayer videos can be tough enough with our time differences and everything. So this will probably be just a one-man show of me talking to you guys, and hopefully you guys enjoying it. Regardless, let me know your thoughts, maybe questions, things that I can answer in the next one, or things you want to hear me talk about or add to this thing, whatever. I don't know, but go crazy. What, you want to know what I ate for lunch? No, that would be incredibly boring, but whatever you guys think, leave them in the comments, and I'll consider all of it for the next episode. So anyway, thank you for listening, watching, whatever you guys are doing. Thank you for listening to me ramble, and I'll see you guys next month for another channel update, and we'll see how it goes from there. Anyways, until then, take care of yourselves, and see you guys then for another one. Bye!